Now, I know that y'all are excited as I am that Empire just blasted through our motherfucking TV screen. Season 2 is here, episode 1. The Devils Are Here just premiered on my motherfucking screens, and I'm doing this review because I am so excited. Let me tell y'all why I'm excited. I'm excited because Empire just continued right along. Okay? They are still driving the same motherfucking car. It's not like they started off in a Toyota Camry and now they're driving a Benz and everything's all fucking brand new and different and shit. No, we're still coasting along, and that same nice ride is getting us from A to B to C to D to E and to F. And basically what I'm saying is it hasn't changed. The flow is still the same. It's even more intense. Now it's just a big, huge continuation. It's not like it's a whole new season. Although, you know, there are a lot of stars that are gonna bless us. Okay, Brandy is supposed to be on there. Mariah Carey is supposed to be on there. We saw Chris Rock. We saw quite a few people in this particular episode, but so many people have decided to be a part of Empire Season 2, so much so that the roster is just off the hook. Vivica A. Fox is going to be on here, and I think she's going to be in both the cliffhangers. It's 18 episodes this particular season, and we're going to get 10 episodes, then a 2-month break, then the rest of the episodes. And apparently Rhonda is going to be in some cliffhangers. It's going to be a lot going on in Season 2, but I'm excited because Lee Daniels is allowing me to be able to see his vision of the world, and it involves every fucking body that's actually in existence in this world. I've never seen a television show that so easily can capture the world today. Okay? You have blacks, you have whites, you have women, you have men, you have women in power, you have men in power, you have white and black people in power, you have white and black people not in power. They show the struggle in the hood, they show the struggle in the rich world, okay? We actually get to see on fucking TV masculine black men portrayed and flamboyant black men portrayed all on the same motherfucking time and the same screen. It is amazing to me, okay? It is fucking amazing. And I'm like goosebumps all over my body. Jussie Smollett, amazing. Taraji P. Henson, amazing. The lady that plays Portia, amazing. Double Day, I think that's her name, Double T Day or whatever her name. The girl that plays Rhonda, everybody does a phenomenal job. And I just love this first episode. They're holding a Free Lucius concert, and I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? We all know Lucius killed Bunky. Why are we doing this? And Hakeem is vibing with me. He like, why are we doing this? We all know Lucius killed Bunky. What are we doing this for? And she's like, shut up, boy. We need to get this investor involved so we can take over the company. And I'm like, okay, Cookie. Okay, Cookie is that bad motherfucker right now, because she running around this whole shit, talking shit to everybody. And when Cookie ever did put her ass in that damn ape suit, I said, okay, Lee Daniels, you better feed into Black Lives Matter. You better go ahead and have Taraji P. Henson chanting in, which looked to be Central Park, and let the world know all 15, I'm sure they got 15 million viewers this premiere episode. Probably more than that, because we ended the season with 17. We went from 9.9 million people in the beginning to 17 million people at the end. Okay? Y'all know I like this motherfucking show. I'm quoting stats and shit. So, I'm sure it was a good 15 at least that watched this particular episode. So that was a powerful moment for me, because that's how I feel as a black gay man, and that was what she was portraying, was black people feeling like, you know, there's that racial term or image of us being apes and gorillas and shit. And so she's coming down in the gorilla costume like a caged animal. And that's how the government, the world treats us. I thought that was fucking it was amazing to watch, and you can hear the intensity in Taraji's voice as she's you know, chanting and preaching to the masses, holding up Free Lucius posters. But when she ever did At the end of that whole speech, that whole spiel, we see the Statue of Liberty and everything. It's symbolic all over the motherfucking place, just symbolism. And she goes to Portia and she says, Portia, get me the fuck up out this damn, well not fuck, but she said, get me the hell up out this damn thing. Cookie is just playing her role and I am simply loving it. You see that there's an intense rivalry between Jamal and Cookie. Jamal thinks that Cookie ratted out Lucius, but at the same time, Jamal, aren't you not understanding what Lucius did to end up where he is? I mean, come on. Did you not care about Bunky? But, you know, Jamal is so captivated at the love that he's all of a sudden receiving from, you know, Lucius now that he's like, oh, I gotta protect my father. I'm like, fuck out of here. The dude put you in a fucking garbage can. Are you losing your marbles? Like, what the hell? So there's some intense moments between them in the beginning, and you know, Jussie Smollett gets out on stage and you know, he sings and he belts and everybody's chanting. You know, Jussie has been all over the place performing and presenting, and whenever he performs or presents, he talks about equality amongst all, okay? Be it that he is a masculine black gay man in the forefront of America right now, he has the ability to flex his power and preach equality amongst all of us. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. And so we get past this. No, we don't get past yet because Cookie is hinting at, you know, possibly showing her lesbian side with Mimi, who is this $250 million investor, which she's hoping will invest so that she can gain control over the company, or at least Andre, Hakeem, and her. However, she was planning on making that work. I don't really know, because she's like, it's for my sons, it's for my, I was like, okay, whatever, I'm not here, I don't get it, I'm lost in translation. But all the while this is going on, you know, Lucius is watching from jail, you know? Lucius is seeing what's going on, and he's hip to the game, and he peeps Cookie, you know, with, you know, Mimi on screen. I'm like, why would they even broadcast that? But whatever. So we see that. Then we get to the next scene. And let me just make sure I'm going through my notes real quick because there was a lot going on in this. Oh, I just want to point out how it was hilarious how Cookie dissed Al Sharpton and said, all right, Al, bow, bye. She was dissing everybody. And then when Portia was like, nope, you can't talk to her, nope, I saw how you did in Peterson, and she was talking about Ferguson. It was hot, like, oh my God, Lee Daniels, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you, I really do. Then we cut to, you know, everyone, well, Taraji P. Henson, Cookie playing into the whole 50 Cent debacle and the whole 50 Cent debate. I'm surprised she didn't say P. Diddy, because P. Diddy has some choice words to say about Empire. But I loved how she said that 50 Cent is still playing games. He's so fucking thirsty. I love that. I love it because it keeps us in the real world, because we all know that that's what the fuck was going on. Everybody's, man, did y'all see 50 Cent's net worth? I was Googling everybody's net worth, and I just so happened to come across 50. I just so happened to come across 50 Cent, and although he still has way more money than I will ever have, I mean, it's so low. I'm not even gonna say it. Y'all go ahead and Google it. But Mayweather got way more money than 50 Cent now. But y'all go ahead and Google 50 Cent net. It was hilarious. It was, let's just say he's not that far behind Taraji. Anyways, that scene was hot. Jamal is running things. Jamal is a G. Jamal is a man. He's taking control of Empire. He has a little Dusty White assistant. And what I mean by Dusty White is that, well, let me not say dusty. Pale. He's like no melanin at all in his skin. That's why I love this show, because you see all different walks of life. We ASCDOD every freaking clip, right? So he's sitting there telling him what to do, to this and that and the third. Jamal's like, Hakeem's like, did you see my artwork? He's like, yeah, it was terrible. Jamal's like, yeah, it was terrible. I didn't like it. Hakeem smashes the iPad on the ground, and you know, the assistant picks it up or whatever. And then at the end of everything, Jamal is like talking to Andre. He's like, yeah, I got this, blah, 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 I got this, whatever. Throws him off or whatever, says deuces. And then he says, look, little boy, handle it, to the assistant. I'm like, damn, when did Jamal after? So it took him trying to throw somebody off of the damn balcony for him to get some cojones. But then when he sung that I love boy ass song, you know, he sang that I love boy ass. And Lucius was like, I still accept you as my son. You know what I'm talking about. But Jamal, I'm not liking this new Jamal. He doing a bit much for me. And, you know, I'm not appreciating it. Frank Gathers is coming into prison. And Frank Gathers is, you know, Chris Rock. I'm not going to go there. But I'm thinking to myself, why are we scared of this dude? That's when he walk off the thing, I'm like, why are we scared of him? I just don't understand. Okay, Chris. Whatever. The whole prison is like, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. And here Jamel trying to, you know, save face with Lucius is like, you know, come on, I need your help, I need your help, I need your help. Lucius is like, get out of here, get away from me. So, you know, anyways, Chris Rock comes up. He walking all cock diesel, like, you know, he that dude. Lucius walking up to him like, I ain't scared, what's up? So they, you know, they meet up, and I'm thinking it's about to be an intense blow, you know, coming to blows. But anyway, they dap each other up. They cool, they cool, everything's copacetic. We move past that. Then we get to Rhonda and Dre. Rhonda and Dre, you know, Dre's having dreams about killing Vernon. Well, Rhonda killing Vernon. And, you know, because they had that little battle at the end. You know, Rhonda's preggers. And she trying to make sure that Vernon doesn't, you know, say too much or confess to his pastor, because, you know, he trying to find the Lord and everything. Confess to his pastor about what Rhonda did. So, you know, Dre is sweating and shit, hyperventilating in the bed and everything. And Rhonda's like, look, you got to get it together. We're going to be fine. Mimi's going to invest in the company. The company is going to be yours. Don't worry, it's not going to be Hakeem. It's not going to be Cookies. And it's not going to be Jamal's. You got this. And I'm like, okay, Andre, you don't have the company, bruh. We knew season 1 you wasn't going to have the company. You're not going to get the company now. I'm thinking to myself, cut it out, okay? Jamel gets a, you know, visit from Frank Gathers, and he's like, what's going on? What happened to Teddy? You killed him? Frank is like, no, I didn't kill him. What you talking about? I didn't kill him, no. Frank is like, you know what? I'm hungry. Then we move past that scene. Jamal and Pretty Ricky, what they called him. Pretty Ricky, now, Pretty Ricky is back in the picture, and I'm like, okay, all right. Jamal has come out. You know, the world knows that he's gay. Lucius doesn't really care that much. Not that much, anyway. And Jamal is feeling himself, okay? Like Nicki Minaj and Beyonce, he's feeling himself, right? So Pretty Ricky is back in the mix of everything. He tell Rico Suave to boot. He's like, tell Rico Suave to get out of here. I'm like, oh, really? Really? Then when Jamal go over to kiss Ricky and he pull his head back like that to kiss him, I'm like, really? Jamal, really? You ain't about that life, bruh. You ain't about that life. You ain't about that life. Cut that out. Cut that out. Pretty Ricky will bend you over. Cut that out. That's what I'm thinking. And you know, this whole scene was weird and awkward because Pretty Ricky is liking the fact that Jamal is out, but Jamal is having to put up this front like he's, you know, running Empire. He's Lucius, the gay version. And so he's like, you know, Pretty Ricky is like, you know what turns me on? Jamal's like, yes. I'm like, Jamal, cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out, Jamal. But you know, this whole scene between the two of them was cool. Jamal's trying to be overly aggressive. Pretty Ricky's trying to deal with it. You know, they mentioned Ryan. And, you know, he's like, you know, what happened to Ryan? And you know, Jamal is like, oh, that hoe? I'm like, really? Jamal, really? You that comfortable now? Okay, whatever. We get past them. And then we get this, well, let me not get past it. Okay, hold on, let me read my notes. Mimi, everybody's all up Mimi's ass. They got her at this event. They're trying to coerce her into, you know, investing in the Empire and giving her money up. And, you know, Mimi's a lesbian. So she at one point was into, you know, Cookie, but then she went, or when she saw Anika, she was heading for Anika. So I'm like, okay. all right, this is interesting. And then we get to the scene where Nika has to dance with Mimi, and she's popping it and popping it and popping it. It was so funny. It was so hilarious to watch. It was so funny. Because Cookie was like, why don't you go ahead, Anita, go ahead, Anita, and dance with her. It was so hot. And she's like, take that sweater off. That scene was hot. Then we get to a beautiful fucking commercial. A beautiful commercial with Mary J. Blige, Taraji P. Henson, and Kerry Washington. I just can't. I can't. I just love it. I love it. Okay, and you know what? I need to check out Rosewood with Morris Chestnut. I didn't check it out, but I need to check that out. I love when it's okay to be yourself. I love when it's okay to be yourself and be black, especially amongst black folk. I love it. I would love, I would love to meet Lee Daniels. I would love to meet Taraji P. Henson. And I would love to meet Jamal. Jamal has been in the circle, but I would love to meet Jamal. I hear that he's the coolest shit, and I don't know. I just get good vibes from Taraji, and I want to know what Lee Daniels. I know Lee Daniels used to be an addict, okay, and I read that when Halle Berry called him because she won for Monsters Ball, he was methed up and just gone, completely gone. So I definitely want to speak to Lee Daniels because he's out, he's not closeted, he's not and he's definitely being successful with. I'm just completely amazed by Empire. I really am, and it's just really adopting similar connections despite our differences. Plug on that. So I really enjoyed that commercial. Then we get back to, let me see, Cookie is getting sent flowers, and Carol is trying to contact Cookie, but Carol can't get in contact with Cookie because Cookie is so busy. Cookie is doing everything. Okay, and I wanna take note and definitely respect Miss Lawrence, because this brother, and I've always commented on Lawrence, okay, but this is what I'll ultimately say. This brother is completely brave, okay. This world definitely has accepted flamboyant black gay men without a shadow of a doubt. They have a place. They really do, and it's been a long time coming for people like Jussie to have a place. People like me to have a place. People like the Scorpion Show to have a place. Black, masculine, gay men representing themselves and being themselves. Not as actors, not like acting that role out, but being like a Miss Lawrence and being yourself and being carefree, still getting jobs and still being booked. That's what I want to see more on the forefront, okay? I recently had some black millionaires watch my show, okay? There was a meeting held, and I shouldn't really say too much, but there was a meeting held with other individuals involved that I've worked with, and let's just say they weren't appreciative or positive of my content because the person worked with me. Okay, and so the person had to separate themselves from Aconnectiontv in order to be seen and heard and given a shot. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that terrible to know that as black, powerful people in Hollywood, any entertainment industry, you cannot be gay and masculine and represent the black male as yourself. If that's who you are, you can't be that without being shunned upon, without being, oh, well, if you associate yourself with that brand, I can't do anything with you. You can't touch my money. Isn't that terrible? And so, yesterday when I found this out, I was a little let down because I actually look toward these individuals that have this power as black men, and I look up to them. They're inspiring. But to find out that they still have a closed mind after dealing with slavery and oppression, you still feel it necessary to oppress your fellow brother man just because of his sexual orientation. I was kind of down yesterday when I found this out. And then I actually did some research that's when I started doing research on Lee Daniels and realizing that he's been acting, he's produced, and now he's, you know, producing and directing Empire and all that. He created Empire. It's possible to have a face amongst the crowd and be yourself. It's definitely possible. And I just wish more men like Lee Daniels were available for the forefront, were out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where my mind is, and that's where my mind has been. And I posted on Instagram, I was like, okay, should I regret the fact that I've created A Connection TV, and should I regret the fact that I've been so open and carefree and so forthcoming with giving my life to the world? Because obviously it's still not socially accepted amongst the broader realm of black powerful people in the industry. There's only one Lee Daniels, but there needs to be more, is basically what I'm saying. And so to see Miss Lawrence perform and do his motherfucking thing, Miss Lawrence, you killed it. And I will never disrespect him. I will never say anything bad about him. I just wish that we had the ability to do more of what Miss Lawrence does on a given day, on a daily basis. Okay, and he sang that song, and he was in the same room with Jussie Smollett, and they corroborated, and they threw a little banter and a little shade. I thought, to me, that was the second most powerful scene ever in tonight's episode of Empire, after the gorilla scene where Taraji was, you know, talking about oppression and living in America and all of that. So I really took a lot from that. I actually feel a little emotional talking about it, everything right now, because I don't know, I would love to be amongst the Tarajis and amongst the Denzels and amongst the Tyler Perrys and amongst all of them and feel like it's okay to be me. You know, but I just don't feel that yet. And watching Empire makes me feel that it is okay to be me. Listening to you guys and reading your positive comments makes me feel like it's okay to be me. But I don't know, it's just maybe one day, right? One day. And then we get to them meeting up with Mimi to go into the meeting because Taraji believes that they have the money, the backing from Mimi to be successful and take over Empire. Unbeknownst to them, Mimi met up with Lucius earlier that day and signed a deal or penned a deal with Lucius, and Jamal still is running Empire. And Jamal feels betrayed by the family. But I thought this scene was even more powerful because all four of them walked out, and when Hakeem rolled out on the skateboard and was just chilling on his phone, powerful scene. That was number 3 powerful scene for me. I was loving it. I was really loving it, like McDonald's. And then we get to Carol being at Cookie's house, and you know, after Frank is beating up Jamel, we get a delivery box at Cookie's house, and Carol's there, and Carol tries to warn Cookie about the roses and how it's really coming from Frank. Cookie opens the box and it's the head of Jamel. Jamel's dead. So Cookie panics. She calls Jamal and all the family to go to Lucius's house to stay protected. Cookie goes to visit Lucius, and Lucius is like, I got it. But once again, a powerful scene number 4. There's no charismatic pairing like Taraji P. Henson and Terrence Howard. I don't care about what Terrence has done in his life with beating up females or whatever he's done, but as an actor, he gives me what I need to be Lucius, and Taraji gives me what I need to be Cookie. The two of them on screen is magical, undeniable. And so that scene was hot for me, and then Lucius was like, I got it. And when he went to go visit Frank, and Frank was like, I have no beef with you, Lucius, okay? My beef is with Cookie. She's a snitch, and you know what I have to do. Lucius is like, yeah, I understand what you have to do. And he looks around at the people that we think are on Frank's side. But then Lucius says, but I love Cookie, and if you have a war with Cookie, you have a war with me. Frank says, oh, wow, so you are dumb. He gets up thinking that he's going to control the men that's around him, but unbeknownst to him, the men are being ran by Lucius. And Lucius tells the men to kill him and make a lot of noise. I want to hear him screaming for their life. I'm like, great, let's wrap this chapter up because I'm tired of Frank. I don't want to hear about Frank no more. So let's wrap him up into a bow. We done with Frank. That's cool. And then we get to the number 5 most powerful scene. And y'all probably like, what's in these powerful scenes? This boy. And I'm saying he's a boy because he's getting on my damn nerves. Jamal wants so much to be, accepted by his father. And accepted for who he is. And once again, it speaks volume to black men, black masculine men, and what the fuck we go through to just try to be accepted. Just to try, okay? And let alone not dealing with our parents, okay? So I understand why he's going the route that he's taking the route that he's taken. The script is just fucking amazing. It's so relative. And so I get it, and I'm here. But at the same time, I'm like, your family loves you. Your family loved you before Lucius loved you. So you're like lost in the sauce right now. Your dome is not computing what it really needs to compute, okay? Yeah, Lucius finally sees your worth, but after how many years? And you're gonna give up Dre, you're gonna give up Hakeem, which to me was so fucking magical on screen and just awesome to see them two together. And you're gonna give up Cookie, all because you finally get a little bit piece of love from, Lucius. And, when he tells them to get out of his house. And he tells Cookie to get out. And Cookie slaps him. And then slaps him again. And he says, "Are you done, woman? And get out my house." And he kicks Cookie out. When he closes the door and he turns around and he's consumed with so much emotion, but he holds it because he can't be weak. He can't be feeble. He has to be Lucius. He has to invoke his father. And he holds it and he walks away. Man, y'all can't tell me nothing about Empire. Y'all can't fucking tell me a motherfucking thing about Empire. Empire is on par to be, like, it's still my top 3 because I'm in love with Walking Dead. Can't nobody tell me about nobody's fucking Walking Dead right now. But Walking Dead and then the Empire, y'all, listen. It's 2 completely different shows, but I am invested completely with my heart, body, and soul with Empire. I can relate to Empire. The script is amazing. And it's so much the world that we are in right now. And from every facet of life is played into this. And it's just beautiful to watch. I want to see from Aconnectiontv, the network, I want to know what the fuck you thought about this particular episode of Empire. Simply breathtaking. Lee Daniels, you are an inspiration. Jussie Smollett, you are an inspiration. Taraji P. Henson, keep being successful, mama. You completely deserve it. And I so am on your side for the way that you support everyone around you, especially the way that you supported Viola Davis when she won the Emmy for Best Actress. Simply amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. Please leave comments below. Let me know what you think about the upcoming episodes. 18 episodes going strong for season 2. Empire. Deuces.
Before we started, just introducing extra things.
Okay. So this is completely like your site. Like it's not ran through a third party.
No.
This is your site, launched by you.
It's launched by me, created by me.
And you have actual
Atomic beats. Break lights in the